What's going on, guys? I'm here in War Thunder once again, and I want to talk about the new next-gen missiles and next-gen aircraft coming later this year, so let's get into it. Before we get too deep into the video, I forgot to mention that the AM-120C, the Meteor, and the AM-9X are already in this game for the SAM behind me here, or behind the missiles here. All these stats here will probably change once it gets mounted onto an aircraft because it will have better performance off the rail of an aircraft versus off the rail of a stationary vehicle. I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, if you're wanting to look at what the Meteor and the X look like, it's already in the game. So anyways, let's get back to the video. The next-gen aircraft for the U.S., we will be getting the F-22, the F-35A, the F-35B, and the F-35C. I think, to my humble guesses, the F-22 will probably fall under the F-16 line. They may add a F-16 at some point. an F-16D at some point in this line as well. I don't know though. It probably needs to be added. But anyways, F-22 is going to go here. F-35 is going to go here. F-35A is going to go here. F-35C is probably going to go here. And F-35B, if I were to guess, will be under the AV-8 because, this is kind of the VTOL section. I could be wrong about that. It will be under the naval fighters of some sort, though, whether it's naval strike or just naval fighter. It may be in a folder with the F-35C. I don't know. The F-35B, of course, can vertically take off and land. And the F-35C has a longer range, slower speed. The F-35A is just the perfect fighter jet. The F-22 is a beast. That's basically all you need to know about the F-22. It will be unmatched in the new meta. Now, for missiles, they will be getting the AIM-9X and probably the AIM-120D, which will be added to the game shortly. Now, for Germany. Germany, to my knowledge, gets absolutely nothing in the sense of next-gen missiles. I could not find any subtree here that I really wanted to look at to get an F-35. I know the Swiss do not get it, and I know the Germans don't either. So, missiles. We have the glorious, kind of trash, Eurofighter Typhoon. It will be getting the Meteor missiles, the potentially AIM-120D, the AIM-9X. I don't know anything about local IR missiles, IRCCM further. I don't know anything about that. Let's go on to Russia. We have the Su-57 will be added, obviously, as their 5th generation fighter. They will also be getting the, I believe it's the R-77M, which is just a better range, I think maybe better polling version of the R-77-1, and the R-74? R-74 something or another, which is their IR missile. That'll be added to probably the Su-30 SM2, maybe the SM, but about past that, I don't think it'll be added to anything else, just because Gaijin seems to be wanting to keep everything kind of in the BR as they are now and not really mess with stuff too much. Now, Great Britain, they have the F-35B. I believe that is the only variant of F-35 that can be added to the British tech tree. Sometime in the future, the F-57 could come, although that's doubtful because geopolitics is weird, and the Indians have been trying to buy just about every 5th generation fighter in production and hasn't bought anything. So there is a potential for maybe even a J-20 to be added to the British tree at some point if the Indians can ever make up their mind. Now, for missiles, we have the Meteor missile and the AIM-9X, to my knowledge, is the only IR missile that can be added. I don't know that Great Britain has any domestic IR missiles. Japan gets the F-35A. It can carry the AIM-120D and the AIM-9X, and I think maybe it can carry the Meteor missiles. That's kind of a rumor. I don't think I mentioned the F-35B for Great Britain can carry the Meteor missiles. Now going to China. China will get the J-20, which can carry PL-10s, PL-12As, and PL-15s. I don't know about their IR missiles. I believe everything I just listed there are active radar homing missiles. I don't know really much about China's missile factory. I guess. I assume it's probably going to get like the PL-8 and all that good stuff, which the PL-8 is just a Python 3 with IRCCM. They'll get the J-20 and probably the J-35, if I remember right. That's the name of it, which is just a Chinese knockoff of the F-35. The J-10 will get the PL-12As. Those are coming out here pretty shortly. Potentially the PL-10s and maybe the PL-15s at some point. But the J-20, when that gets added, will surely get those missiles. Now, for France, we have the Rafale, which will get the Meteor missiles, the AIM-9X, and I think that's basically it for the Rafale. It potentially can get the AIM-9Ds as well, but that's basically it. France does not get a F-35, any 5th generation fighter, because France has not bought anything. So, but Belgium actually has an F-35A. It will carry the AIM-120 and the AIM-9X. That was all the information I could find on it for missiles. Now, Sweden does not have a 5th gen fighter. For missiles, they will be getting potentially the Meteor missile for the Gripen E and the potentially AIM-120D and AIM-9X. That's just if Gaijin decides to actually give it to the Gripen. They can get an F-35 through Finland. It can carry the AIM-120D and the AIM-9X. Weird. They all kind of have a trend. Anyways, going to Israel. I don't know. I noticed this earlier. It was NAS earlier. Now it's ERNAS. It's ERNAS. I don't know what this glitch is, but it's kind of weirding me out. For Israel, we will be getting the lovely, everyone's favorite, Python 5. Yep, the Python 5 is coming to Israel maybe sometime this year. When they add next gen missiles, it's either going to be the Python 5 or the Python 4, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Python 5 because that's what the F35I carries, and I don't know why they want to add the missile they already have in the game. Now, for this specific ground unit, it says it can only pull 50 Gs. I believe in real life it can pull close to 70. From what I've seen, that information is kind of hard to come by. Israel will also be getting the iDerby SR, which is just a kind of further range. It's supposedly in real life better pulling in the game, maybe not. Derby missile, just better than the AIM-120 in every means. For planes that will be getting the new missiles, the F-16I will probably be getting the AIM-120D. They already have the C5 right now, which is the most advanced one we have in the game currently. But they'll probably get the AIM-120D, and they will probably get the iDerby at some point, or at least I hope they will. I believe they can carry it in real life, and I'm kind of sick of AIM-120s. The RAM will probably get the AIM-120Ds, and I think that's where they're gonna cut it. I don't think they're gonna add Python 5s, or they may add 4s to it. They may add the X to it. I don't know. Same with this when it comes to the IR thing. They may add the Python 5s and the Python 4s. I'm not too sure. But for the F-35, the Israeli F-35I is widely considered the best F-35 in real life. It has a more advanced radar, a more advanced targeting system, and better missiles in the Python 5, AIM-120D, and iDerby. So, that concludes our list for missiles coming to the game and planes coming to the game. Apparently, from what I've seen in the leaks, the F-35s will be coming late this year, if not early next year. And for whatever reason, apparently the Su-57, the J-20, and the F-22 will be the first 5th generation jets to come out. I don't know why. I don't think that's probably what's going to happen, but that's what all the leaks are saying. So we'll just see. Time will tell. Anyways, hope you have a good one. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and subscribe.